So today I'm going to share with you my very personal story on how I went from making zero to now $200,000 a year in my online coaching business. And whether you are a budding coach or an entrepreneur in another field, I really feel like the 5 insights that I'm going to share with you can really help you propel your business forward and really change the game for you so that you also can make the $200,000 per year like I was able to do it. Okay, so let's dive in. When I first got started, my biggest problem was not just a lack of income that was not coming in, but also this really overwhelming feeling of like running in place. I was in this hamster wheel of doing work but not seeing tangible results. And that's not just my story. I know many coaches, and maybe that's even you. You feel like you're in this hamster wheel of just doing the work but not seeing any results. And yes, that takes a toll in our financial because no money is coming in, but also the big toll and the big blow that takes is our confidence and our motivation as well. We feel like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? I'm not good enough. What is this? And that can really have a big impact in our mindset. But now imagine for a moment breaking that cycle. Not only your income starts reflecting your hard work, they also start gaining the freedom to design your own life, help more people, and also start investing as well in your growth. And that's really the power of overcoming this hurdle. It's not only about making the money, but also creating a life that is really fulfilling in all fronts. And now maybe you're thinking, but I've tried everything, nothing works, I'm not cut out for this. Stop talking yourself out of success before you even begin. Stop that. Fear of failure or even fear of success is the thing that I see most coaches struggling with and why they don't put their gas in the pedal and really start going full force ahead. So stop the fear of failure or fear of success or really talking yourself out of something that you haven't even started yet. So enough of that. Let me go over the 5 things that I needed to implement in my business that helped me and really propelled me to make the $200,000 per year when before I was just really struggling to make $5. The first thing I did was transition from one-on-one to group coaching. My first shift was moving from one-on-one to group coaching sessions. And this really allowed me to leverage my time in a way the one-on-one sessions never did. And for the longest time, I had this block in my mindset that I thought that, okay, people will not want to be in a group. And I cannot tell you how now the achievement that my clients are able to get and the things that they're able to do now because they are in a group, because now they have a system, they have a community of people just like them, that everyone can help each other and we can learn from each other as well. So when I shifted from having one-on-ones to now group coaching, one, my calendar got much clearer, so I then could deploy my time into learning more things, but also it created a sense of more accomplishment as well for my clients that were part of the group. In reality, let's not downplay how important that is because there's only so much time in a day. So at one point, my business was not going to be able to grow if I kept continuing to do one-on-one. So really making that shift and allow myself to have more time, then that was really the biggest thing that impacted my business. The second thing that helped me get to the $200,000 per year was investing in myself. So the only way that you're going to get from zero to $200,000 per year is by learning a skill. You need to learn exactly what to sell, how to sell it, and how to market the product you're selling. And you're going to learn those 2 things by paying. You definitely have to pay. But there's 2 methodologies of paying. Either pay with cash or you pay with time. Paying with time is you just doing the trouble and tribulations and testing things and, learning and then having going back to the drawing board and redo again and relaunch and everything. I decided it was much easier and much clever to bypass all of that and just pay someone that knows everything and the things that I needed to learn and teach me so I could go and implement and drive my business forward. And that's something that I continue to do, and I highly believe in this. Investing in yourself, investing in acquiring the skills that you're going to need. Because the skills that I learned now not only help my business right now, but then I know that in 10 years, if I want to start a new business, the skills that I have are right here. No one can take that away from me. So I invested in learning, I invested in coaching, I invested in masterminds, and I don't regret a single penny because I had good returns from it. The third thing that I did was application over consumption. Now I had to learn how to move from a consumption mindset to now a creative mindset because there's a lot of information in the world, but if you don't apply it, it's like having a car without ever driving it. And there's tons of information out there. We can sit here the whole day and the whole year just consuming information and going this, information gathering mode and never leaving it. So I had to come to a point that I was like, okay, stop consuming, start applying. Because in reality, even the things that I was consuming, you don't become an expert. You don't master anything just by learning it. You have to actually do it. When I decided, okay, I have enough that I can start with something, I started just applying, getting the feedback, reiterating, going back to the drawing board, all of those things, then now with the knowledge that I had. And that was something that really, really helped me just to focus on doing the work. Because as Alex Hormozi says, the work needs doing. So just do the work. And speaking of Alex Hormozi, there were 3 major tips from Alex Hormozi that really helped me push my business forward. And I'm going to talk about those in another video. So if you want to stay tuned for that, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I post that video. Okay, now let's continue. The 4th thing that I did was eliminate busy work. One of the things I needed to learn how to do is to evaluate whether the work was busy work or was an income generating activity. An income generating activity is one of those activities that you know that you need to do yourself, you cannot outsource, and that activity alone will bring cash. There's ROI, specifically there's a straight line to a ROI to that activity. For example, doing reach out, getting on sales calls, getting on discovery calls, those are income generating activities. Those activities are the things that I know that if I do more of them, there's a more of a likelihood that I'm going to have a client and I'm going to make more money. So that's how I understood I had to clear my calendar and only allow those income generating activities to take place in my calendar. The way that I was able to clear my calendar, I hired virtual assistants. I now have 4 or 5 virtual assistants because I have a lot of things that need to happen in my business and I cannot do them. I only do income generating activities. So look at your calendar, see what are you spending time on. Is it answering emails? Is it preparing social media posts? Whatever it is, how can you outsource those things so that you have more time and you can focus on income generating activities? The 5th thing that I did, and I mentioned this earlier, was just do the work. Thinking about doing the work isn't doing the work. Reading about doing the work isn't doing the work. Doing the to-do list to do the work isn't doing the work. Talking about doing the work isn't doing the work. Planning to do the work isn't doing the work. Complaining about doing the work isn't doing the work. This is something that Alex Hormozi says, and I really took it to heart. Like, the work needs doing. You need to do the work. You can complain about it, you can plan about it, you can do everything about it, but unless the work is done, nothing's gonna get done. So do the work. That was something that, it's still in the back of my mind, and every day when I wake up, we have to do the work. And interesting enough, let's go just get really real right now. Today, and the past 3 days, I've been waking up with a little bit of a cough and feeling a little bit under the weather and everything. I had to make this video, the YouTube video. It was on my schedule. It's an income generating activity because I know that if I create videos, people will see it and there's a more likelihood of people then understanding that I can help them and then booking a call with me and so on and so forth. But I thought about not doing the video because I was feeling under the weather. But the problem is the work needs doing. And it comes to a point that it's not about motivation, it's about the discipline. And here I am. I went to the toilet, I put some makeup on, I was like, I shook myself off, I took my headphones, I put it on, I put some good music to get into the spirit to do the video. So with this tip is, I know life is gonna happen, things gonna happen, but the work needs doing. And you're the one that has to do the work. There's no one coming to save you. So if you can leave with anything from this video, just do the work. The work that you avoid doing is exactly the thing that you need to do to get the success that you want to achieve. So in the next video, I'm gonna share more tips that I actually learned from Alex Hormozi that were really, really fundamental as well into me gaining that momentum and getting to that $200,000 per year. So if you wanna learn more about that, subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.